This is Mr. Hall, our principal, and he has agreed to sit with me and go over my action plan for the school as per the requirements of the MELS program. Today is Friday, October 20th, and it's about 7:25 a.m. and we're sitting in his office at Charlotte Secondary School. Okay, Mr. Hall. So my task 4 was to create an action plan based upon some research that I had done. And so we had to research online resources as well as other resources. And so I looked at a bunch of resources, and the PLC, we all agreed that the most financially low-cost process and one that teachers would be familiar with would be Marzano's 9 instructional strategies. So this is a synopsis of kind of like what we did. I'm going to just take you right to the meat of it. So when we looked at EVOS and all the school data, Math 1 scores were our greatest need. So based on those scores, we determined some short-term, long-term, mid-term objectives, and what we wanted to do was start some type of tutoring program, which we had talked about in staff meetings. And so these are the members of my PLC. So I just assigned things for them to do as part of the action plan process. Mm-hmm. So essentially what we wanted to do was our formative analysis would be just to give a released EOC, get some baseline data, then start a 9-week tutoring program that would be on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 3 days a week for 1 hour, okay? And then our summative would be, after 9 weeks, give the same released EOG again. We're hoping to see some increase in scores.
Okay.
So what
we're going to have different forms of the test, just so maybe you can switch it up?
I hadn't thought about that.
It'll probably give you more valid data.
Okay. I thought about that. Okay. So when you say different forms of the test,
it's like with the EOC, you got form A, B, C, so you got the same content but different forms, so the kids aren't taking the exact same test both times.
Correct. And then what we wanted to do was on Monday mornings, Monday afternoons, as part of our formative summative, just to keep track on a weekly basis of what our students are actually retaining, is on Monday, give a baseline test, a basic test, not necessarily EOG, but a part of the EOG on Mondays, and then teach that skill Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, our summative.
So it's going to be a true pre-test, post-test?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're hoping to see some improvement. If it doesn't work after 9 weeks, we do the statistical analysis, which I would do, share with the PLC, of course, with you. See, are we making progress? We have, our math teachers would be the tutors. We might have to hire somebody, but we want to work with our teachers because they would know the students.
Okay.
And then we could go in at the end of 9 weeks, look at the analysis. We don't need to do a regression analysis, but just some basic statistics. See what kind of growth we're making, if we aren't, and when we can tweak it. And so this was my proposed schedule, as you can see. So this started back on August 31st when the school started. So it had to be part of the process. So I looked at the report card and EVOS, everything you gave me. This is when I researched the best practices, developed the action plan at the end of last month. And so here...
So we'd actually start second semester?
Run it through March,
okay.
and then do some analysis on the data and just see where we are.
Well, as it turns out, and I wasn't going to say anything until we finalize with those teachers, but we're actually starting second semester for Math 1. Mm-hmm. We have adjusted the schedule.
Okay.
So before we had one teacher, Ms. Collins.
Yeah.
She was teaching both sections. Mm. First and second block, and they're big. They're like 30 students. Oh. And first block is about half EC. So obviously that's problematic. So
Yes.
what we've done, we've adjusted Ms. Walker Moss's schedule and Mr. Pope's schedule.
Okay.
And so now we'll have, instead of having 2 sections, we'll have 4 sections of Math 1.
Gotcha.
So they'll be half the size.
Right.
And so we have 2 sections first block and 2 sections second block.
Right.
And so this is gonna work even better with that,
Uh-huh.
because those teachers are gonna be able to plan together now. They can do data analysis together, they can do common assessments together. And they'll have a true Math 1 PLC.
True.
So this will work really well. And what they can do too is they can give these assessments weekly,
Yes.
and then they can adjust their tutoring grouping for the coming week. So they do the analysis, and they say, okay, this group of students is low on this standard, this group of students is low on this standard, set up their tutoring groups that way. So this should work nicely with that.
Okay. All right. So I guess we'll have more discussions as we move forward. But this is just off the top of my head, just based on some research that I did. But I thought it would help your plan.
Absolutely.
And so my teachers are telling me that I'll be doing a lot of this when I become a building leader, is really looking at data.
Mm-hmm.
They say data is what you'll be, and coming up with plans and working with your people in your building and trying to figure out how to increase test scores. That's what they said. Is that true?
It's true.
Okay. Let me get out of this.